This old man was almost starving to death, but he still fed the remaining food to the hungry and cold birds outside the window. Unexpectedly, after eating the food, the birds turned into 7 goblins. In order to repay the old man's kindness, they sneaked into the old man's shop and make a batch of the most fashionable shoes for him. However, because this was their first time, so they accidentally stabbed their teammate's backside. This goblin was working efficiently. The cooperation was perfect, but not long after, he accidentally buried his teammate in the shoe. The deadline was tight, but they had a clear division of labor and each performed their duties. They were not tall enough, yet they have long arms. This goblin was asked to hammer the nails, but he instead bangs on his teammate, and he repeatedly strikes the goblin, which make him so angry. This goblin is even crazier. He bent the bow and shoot it, causing the bootlaces to snap instantly. For these 2 goblins, they have the best cooperation. One was responsible for hammering, the other was responsible for passing the nails. When the nails were all used up, the goblin lifted his teammate and knocked him with the hammer. The other goblin was so angry and knocked him back, and this tiny man was more insane. He sewed a pair of leather shoes in just a few seconds. However, he can't stand with the extra thread, so he pulled it, then the shoes immediately returned back to its normal state. The noise, by the way, awakened the sleeping old couple. When the goblin who responsible of surveillance found out, he immediately informed to everyone to retreat quickly. The old couple opened the door and saw a shelf full of all kinds of new shoes. They were over the moon and started dancing.